Okay. Hi. I'm nuhji. I'll be running New Game Plus Legendary for Ryza 2. I play this a bit differently, which validates it for the leaderboards, but I like being able to play it on current patch, which originally started out as a proof of concept, but then I started to like it like this. Are we ready to go for time? Because okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 1 second. I need to turn on my mic just a little bit. Is that better? Okay, so let's see. Are these barrels I can interact with? Since everyone likes the... No. I don't know what barrels I can interact with. I haven't done it in this game in a long time. Anyway, so we end up going through a tutorial, but we mostly end up kind of skipping it on New Game Plus. I am still too used to Ryza 3. Here, let's give everyone what they want. The barrel. I can then run back. I don't know where any other barrels are. Are they really all the way back here? Or are there some around here? Because I looked around. There we go. Found them. It might. Anyway, now we have to head to the town. Or, well, city. Because this is the capital, I believe. Thanks, Anexi, and thanks everyone for the good luck. I will admit, I did like maybe one practice run of this, but it actually went really well. So, because Ryza 3 has kept my attention too much. Anyway, we get an unskippable cutscene here for some reason. Yeah, I think you can jump over more stuff in this one than you can in 3, because 3 still has stuff blocked. Like, you can't jump over tiny hedges in some places on 3. Okay, now we just need to get acquainted with the city after we meet up with our friends. I am looking forward to seeing how 3 goes. Since I haven't used the speed tech and everywhere it can be used on it. Anyway, first we start in the farming district. And then we head to the artisan district. But when I first started speedrunning this, I never thought to jump over that. And I don't know why. Yes, this is on PC. Else the old patch thing probably wouldn't work as easily. Because I'm using an old patch save that was based on an autosave that was created at the start of the game. To be able to make use of a bug called a core shard carryover that was fixed by 1.03. And that core shard carryover basically makes... I'm still so used to Ryza 3. I didn't think I'd be making these errors for the skips, and I am. I know, right? I thought I'd be fine because of the claw grip. Honestly, when you're making everything sure was good with the audio, I actually did end up trying afterwards to see if I could get it, and I don't think it doesn't work at all. Okay, so we need to go gather materials for the alchemy tutorial. Especially when the controls change as much as they have. Like, Spirit Beast is no longer on the left stick in 3. So you'll probably see me open up my tools occasionally to try and access my Spirit Beast. That's not how you access it in this game. Cow had quite the growth spurt between the two games. Which is a... Wait, no, I'm not supposed to hit that tree. I don't need to hit that tree. If the bug existed in this game, it would be able to save time in Dragon Mode Valley, most likely. And that would actually be nice. And this is a cutscene I can't skip. And it's probably because of the skill tree. And we're going to actually somewhat break the alchemy tutorial. Basically everything equipped, money, shop development, which is really important for this run. The shop development. Sadly, it's useless in 3. And I carry over equipment, the items I had equipped, which these donuts are some of those items I had equipped. And the tutorial was broken by placing the donut in there because it does not expect you to have an item with that much fire element on it. Yeah, sadly tools have to be remade, but I don't really need much for tools. Also, the sheep did not give me the item I need. Oh wait. No, I go to the Academy District right now. Then I talk to Tao, then I teleport back to the Atelier. There are probably ways I could better optimize this game, but I've never taken Ryza 2 as seriously as I clearly have for 3. Because I think theoretically, core shard carryover could be faster, but I'm not good enough to get it to prove that fact, potentially. Mainly because it will make every bit of combat in the game faster, because you don't need to ever build CC in any fight. Okay, so now I need to do shopping. I buy... Oops. Buy some things here. Jade water. Human blood. One dream powder, just in case. That's it, I think. He's hoping I don't forget anything. Commas proven to be useful. One scrap paper, 10 natural oil, and 10 leaves. Frozen leaves. Rose crystals. Gold beehive. I think that's it. I skipped 2 of the shops because they get items I need later as well, so I may as well wait to buy from them until then. Arcanite. Genesis Stone. Star Fragments. I think Ashen Sand's the one I grabbed. Ametite ore, and that's it. So I come back to the other shops later to buy from them. Yeah, this game does need SP routing, whereas so far Ryza 3 for New Game Plus, I don't need any SP. This game is very requires quite a bit more, at least for the way I go about it, because I like to make sure, because I carry over core shards, which are normally not carried over. It was a bug that they fixed in 1.03. By carrying those over, it makes it useful for me to unlock, modify core crystal pretty early. Or at least that's how I like to do it. I may not be the fastest way to do it, for all I know. Here's hoping they drop mushrooms, because there is some useful materials that monsters drop in this that saves me from having to actually gather it. Oh, I saw a mushroom. I don't know if I got 2, but I probably did. Okay, we have to go to the first set of runes we find. So this game, not for everyone, though, has an issue with its, I assume it's like an engine issue, but it makes it so that sometimes when you jump, you go a bit flying. Sometimes not so far, sometimes really far. It varies heavily. It is not consistently usable in any form. I think it also, in this one, it seems to also, it might also shorten your jumps occasionally too, though. Not completely sure of that, if that's the default jump range, but I feel like some go lower than what I expect the default to be. Okay, return to town. Also, while I'm here, put my items. Yeah. Okay, I did get 2 mushrooms. I don't completely agree with that, just because my desktop PC should be the stronger of the 2, and it gets them more. Because my laptop is definitely weaker, other than, I guess, the CPU being an i7 rather than an i5. but it's also a laptop i7, so it is probably still worse. Okay, now we have to make demolition bombs. Okay, demolition bombs. 4 of them, then 2 of you. And then we make more because we need more for later. And because we don't have fast travel, we have to walk all the way back to where we just came from. We'll have fast travel soon enough. There was no spread, but they have high elements, so they finish everything. And part of the alchemy, or the I guess not alchemy XP anymore. The SP you get for your skill tree comes from how much of the correct element you have in a loop. I don't know if spread items have any extra impact on that, since I don't use any spread items in this. I don't even think I could carry over any spread items, because it is really hard to find useful items that I can get. I'm allowed to carry over that have a add effect on them. I have actually added an item that has an add effect though that I didn't have the last time I ran this. Okay, now we have to go to the cafe, and that's where we will finally get fast travel. Okay, then we go to the Atelier. And unlike in 1, there's a fast way to get to the Atelier on the map. Okay, yeah. Definitely gonna take me a bit to constantly remember everything, since... And this is a really annoying scene, but here's a fun thing about that scene. It can be skipped if it's raining. So if it is raining at this point in the game, it gets pushed till later. Got runes. Also, Fia's hatched from the egg. He is great. I want them to give me a plushie of Fia. He is adorable. Also, something else not mentioned. So, in 1, the ancient ruins and everything laying around Kirkham was from a kingdom known as the Clint Kingdom. This game, the ruins predate the Clint Kingdom. And it's from an unknown civilization, basically. Anyway, the compass we picked up in here earlier has now activated. We have to gather all the memory vestiges. Okay, gather this one. Oops, not close enough. I gather some foamy water there because I need it at some point. No, they predate Clint Kingdom, but they're after the stuff that you'll find out about in 3. been a while since I played through the story, but I very clearly do remember these mention of predating the Clink Kingdom.
推理の準備っと。
I do not. I only have to complete the absolutely required ones. When I first started routing this, I did complete one extra for the SP to help with SP routing, and eventually I was able to work that out with actual just making stuff. Used up a lot more supplies though. Luckily I was able to do it within like the amount of stuff I was typically buying anyway. Okay, so we can immediately start heading to the next set of runes. You don't need to return to town or anything. You know, there is one thing that is nice in Ryza 3's New Game Plus that could have been useful for this game a little bit, and it is the fact that 3 actually unequips all your gear for New Game Plus, so you have to re-equip everything. There are items in this game you can buy from shops, like equipment, that have add material category to them. But those are not very useful since you'd have to make a new weapon to even equip them. And I don't go anywhere near the shops to buy them. So they're not really all that useful. So if I did not get mushrooms earlier, I would be picking up some mushrooms along the way here. But luckily, I got the mushrooms. Thank goodness that in 3, climbing vines is so much better. And luckily, I can just skip the other 2 sets of vines. Anyway, we're just kind of running here to the next set of runes. I feel like climbing's better because you climb faster in 3. Although, getting onto ladders sometimes is quite a pain. But vines, there's no problems. Music in the Ryza games in general is pretty decent. Like, there's no songs I could say I dislike, but at the same time, nothing stands out to me as much as stuff from like Shally and whatnot does. I love Shally's soundtrack. Anyway, you can technically come here earlier in the game, but you can't get past the door that was in the way there. And it just plays a cutscene on that. Honestly, I one day hope to see a Atelier game that has combat that I will love as much as I do in Shally's. Shally's combat is just so good. Okay, so we need to start grabbing some things that'll help us activate the compass in this area. Okay, and now we are joined by Patty, because she was caught following us.
ワクワクするね。
Okay, so we grab that locket. Grab one of these flowers.
なんだろうこれ。結構珍しいものかも。
I need these bugs for later.
何が出るかな。
Then I open that. Now we go to the final thing to activate the compass. Compass for every other rune always activates at 50% there. And here's what is effectively a mini boss
か
fight.
なりの強敵です。
そこだ。よっと。はあ。
そこ。
そこだ。よっと。
届いて。
ライザ。
さ
任せた。
あ始めるよ。
I don't want to use that. I don't want to use
戦況を
I am not used to it going down to the OK once you go down to 0 CC. Because 3 does not do that for you.
さあ早く
ちょっと。
Anyway, now the compass will be activated because we got the emerald band from the chest that was there. Items. So now we need to collect memory vestiges in this area. Just like we did in the other one. Because in every area beyond that first one, you need it to get a recipe to be able to progress the area.
そこ。
Oh!
みんな気をつけて。
そこだ。よっと。はあ。
Luckily, I have more people in my party right now, so I can just flee. Okay, so the first memory vestige comes from beating this thing up.
こいつ多分強い。
そこだ。よっと。はあ。
連続よ。当然の結果よ。
ちょっと
強くなるよ。
かな。
無駄にはしないわ。
It lets me carry over a bunch of things,
係になるのかな。
including carrying over some items with added properties to them.
そこ。
Like, for example, the wait, I have to grab this one. The donuts I bring over
一回メモで整
and
理
use
した方
for
がいいかも。
recipes, they have, what is it? It's either add gunpowder or add fuel. I can't remember which one. I think it's gunpowder, along with adding the fire element. And you can only make an item like that by starting from the previous synthesis material.
もうちょっとわかりやすい情報が欲しいな。
Because normally that item can't get either of those. Okay, now we get that one.
そこ。なんだか胸がドキドキする。冒険ってこういう
So we have to beat up 2
も
more shades in this area to get 2 more memory vestiges.
こいつ多分強い。
そこだよっとあっと連続よ特訓の成果
当然の結果よ。
ちょっと待ってしろって言われたのかな
無駄には
Okay,
しない
get
わ。
that vestige and make sure I don't get into combat with that thing. Or that one.
届いて。
Okay, so there is a cutscene I can avoid here.
取れた。
Because if you get too close to the sheep itself, there's a cutscene trigger there. But you can actually fight the sheep without triggering it. And even collect the memory vestige it leaves behind.
楽勝楽勝。さあ早く
ちょっと待ってしろって言われたのかな
無駄にはしないわ。
Okay,
いけるば推理の
that should be
準備。
all
何
these.
か分かりそう。
This one is very simple because it should all be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
別
6.
だな。死者の国とかできれば行きたくないし。あ、これで
But the rest of them after this are not that
こ
straightforward.
れって鐘を鳴らせば先に進めるってことかな。
Okay, we don't return immediately to the Atelier
よ
because,
ーし、行くぞ
like I said, I need to do a shop. Wait a minute. Actually, no, I do because the shops will not be completely up to date yet. But
どこに行きますか。よーし、
so I need to return to the
行くぞ
Atelier for a second. And I need to sleep for a day before I can actually get the materials I want. Because when they first get added to these shops,
新しいレシピを思いつい
quality
ちゃった
is only like 30 instead of almost 300 from shop development.
ちょっとだけよし、休んじゃおう。
He is so cute.
どこに行きますか。 よーし、
I'm probably going to get tossed into the farming district. Yup. That is really, really annoying.
ねえどこに行くの
よーし、行く。フィー、迷子になっちゃうから。
Okay.
いらっしゃい。それでいい
Wait.
の
I need to
それ
buy
でそれで
10.
いいのはい、ありがとう。はい、ありがとうね。
Buy 10 you.
ありがとう。
And buy all
は
you.
い、ありまた買ってくれ。
Now I need to buy stuff here.
ようこそいらっしゃいます
Buy Lake Masters, Tough
ありがとうござい
Vines,
ました
and Restraint
あり
Zone.
がとうございますまたお越しください
どこに行こうかな。
Okay. Arson
よー
District.
し、行くぞ
This will take me to the Academy District, that's what it is. And I'll immediately be thrown into another scene here. Then, that's not the map button in this game.
よーし、
Right.
行くぞ
Cafe. And then we run into Claudia here.
ねえどこに行くのさ
よーし、
Okay, and then we enter Dennis's shop because his shop is actually a useful fast travel point for later. And he does have some things I can buy.
こんにちは何が必
Okay, so we're buying,
確かに
buy that,
これ確かに
that, yeah, that's it.
またいつでも遊びに来てね
This allows me to skip needing polishing powder
行ける場所が広がったよ。
as a recipe.
よーし、後でカフェにでも行ってみようかな。フィーはどう思う？
Fee is adorable. Also, Fee, Ryza gave Fee her necklace from the first game. Okay.
ねえどこに行くのさ
I just think I go back to the Atelier and do some alchemy now. First, though, I need to go and get some recipes. Because the honey's going to be useful soon. Grab this. And grab this. Now, one of the advantages of playing on current patch is the fact that I can make cloth before Claudia asks me to make it and be able to hand it into her still. Okay. Wait, there. Right, I should be buying the tough line second. Yeah, I just did this connection in this game. Okay, and yeah, I make blue neutralizer first. Basically, at this point, I'm just making things for experience. And the 2 war powders that have add sand on them. Okay, green neutralizer. Here's hoping I don't accidentally overuse anything, because that can happen. Use the Genesis Stone here. I only have Arctic to go there. Okay, now I can make the cloth. Okay, honey. Now this is one I need to be careful with. Because I actually... yeah, I should just... Okay, because I need it to be minimum 2 element for what I use for. And... Steel tree. Grab the axe. Then I grab recipe morph. Okay, I'm gonna make this. Actually, yeah, this doesn't need to be good, so. Because yeah, I only need tier 1. Although, yeah, it's still tier 1, isn't it? If I... No, it isn't. Okay, there. Okay, that's a tier 2 axe. Okay, I make ingot now again, but I actually upgrade it to the next one. I could also make one of these. I don't really need to make those though. So... Okay, there. Well, I should have given traits to that too, maybe. Oh well. Okay, that's the... That was the Claudia request.
So
I go out here to hand the cloth in to Claudia. Okay, we return to the Atelier. Because we now need to make the airdrop.
何にしようかな。お、いい感じかも。すごいのできちゃうかも。
And the whole thing of needing the honey is because I do want brisk underwater movement. Make sure I put those on.
何作っちゃおうかな。
Okay. I made the stardium, so I need to go into cloth.
入れる場所は。すごいのできちゃうかも。
Yep.
すごいのできちゃうかも。何入れよっかな。何入れよっかな。すごいのできちゃうかも。
And make bestial air.
入れる場所は。
I go back into here.
お、いい感じかも。お、いい感じかも。何入れよっかな。
It's the main reason I buy the restraint silk.
何入れよっかな。何入れよっかな。
Although I can't get anything here because I don't have any extra cloth.
どこに
Okay,
入
now I
れようかな。
believe I can make this.
お、いい感じかも。さあ、何を入れよう。悪くないね。
That'll put me at my 1,000 that I need.
よ。どこに行きま
Okay,
すか。
now we can go and
ここはちょっと危ないかも。
finish this place
ま
up.
たみんなと冒険できるなんて、なんだか夢みたい。そこ。
We have to run through here and get to the middle. Again, down. So, this fight does actually not need to be won, but on New Game Plus, I may as well.
敵襲です。
Because they also drop a useful material.
よっと飛んでけ特訓の成果だ。
届いて。せーの。楽勝楽勝。さ、早く進もう。
Which I don't think I got enough of there. Because I need at least 2 of it,
どこに行
and I
く
think I
の。
only got 1.
ここくらいなら平気じゃないかな。
冒険にはトラブルがつき
Now
ものだ
this
から
area is kind of annoying because you have to actually walk through this area later in the game. All the way to the end of it too, basically.
そこ。届いて。
Hey, here comes
何よここ。
the boss of this area.
ライザあれみ
Yeah, I can skip this, right? Yep.
絶対に負けないんだから。
そこだよっと
連続よ。そこそこそこだよっと届いて。さ
Oh
あ
wait,
始めるよ。
it's not ready yet. I need to
ライ
see.
ザ
There we go.
任せた。
始めるよ。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早く進もう。よーい。面積って
Okay, there I got the fairy stone. Items. Wait, and while I'm here I should do formation.
カットされたもの
Oh, right. That's not how you get in the Spirit Beast. Okay, now we're about to hit a really long, unskippable cutscene. Like, this is, like, what, 2 minutes of unskippable cutscene while mashing through it?
一人で動くのは危険
And it's probably all because, in this cutscene, it shows us the skill tree again. Because once the game stops showing us skill trees for completing areas, we're able to skip the cutscenes.
フィー不要どうなって ねえあのえあはは
So there are actually slight differences in this cutscene too, because this game isn't completely linear in certain parts of the game where you can actually do one area before the other.
巨大生物
Because typically, if you're just playing casually, you'll probably be here without Clifford and Claudia.
まさか
いやもし
They don't really have much lines here. Like, I think Clifford has 1 line total in this area, if he's in your party.
その声
And there's Empel and Lila.
そ
本当だよけどでライザも相変わらずのねああまったくだ
え
何お前
ほら気づかなくてすまぬ
で
パトリチア・アーベルハイ
クリフォード・ディズ
私はアンペル
If I remember right, doesn't New Game Legendary actually do Sunken first?
リラ・ディザイアスだ
それはそうといや今はそう
二人はしばらく
ああそのつもりだ少しの間かもし
I think it does, but I don't remember for sure, because it's been a long time since I watched someone.
リラどうし
なさてとだね
Okay, skill tree.
さてどこか行きてえのか
Okay,
よ
go
ー
to
し
Forest of
行くぞ
Beginnings. So we have to run to our next set of runes. Yeah, it ends up being a good gem farm.
今度の冒険では何と出会えるんだろうこれ
So this is the main reason I make the airdrop as good as I do. And it does make a small difference in movement speed down here, but it's noticeable movement difference.
伝承は本当だったんだ俺の考えは間違いじゃなかった
Okay, Okay, so now we need to start activating the compass here.
みんな気をつけて。
Oh, I forgot to do something. I forgot something very, very important to do. I forgot to make use of the core shards.
そこ。楽勝。
Very
早
few.
くもっともっと。
And there's backups for what does. Okay. Okay. Because, like, I need sheep to drop mushrooms, preferably. Else I need to pick them up along the way. I need the knights that I fight in the first set of runes to drop fairy stones. Else I need to collect them, which I had to do. Okay.
なるぞ。
And there's RNG on this if I get the right amount. I did.
なんてことないよな。
Right. Bear
ラ
beast
イザなら機器として素材に
is
必要
different
だし。
button in this game. But as far as combat goes, combat itself goes, there is no real RNG for there.
みんな気をつけて。
But that's because it's New Game Plus. On New Game, there's
さあ、
most likely more RNG.
戦況を変えるよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ、早くもっともっと
Okay, we need to
強くな
beat
る
up
ぞ。
some of them for this.
よーいしょ。
この
We need
水じゃない
some
と
Aether
ダメなのか
Aquas.
まあ、いいけどな。
Need to
何が
open
出るか
this.
な。 ワクワクするね。
And I grab this, and the compass is active. Right.
ここから湖の方を見ることが
Okay,
できた
first we need to fight this.
多分強い。何を使おうか。戦況を変えるよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ、早く進もう。
Okay, I need to grab. One of the good things about the Spirit Beast in this game is the fact that you can grab memories while on it, and it doesn't have an animation for it. So you can just grab it and move. Unlike when you're walking around as Ryza. I mean, there's a vestige over here that is needed.
一度分かったことを整理したいな。
I'm
行ける場所が
still
広がったよ。
so used to controls from 3.
こいつ
Yep.
多分強い。さあ、始めるよ。戦況を変えるよ。
And this actually, having Ryza alone actually helps against one of the most annoying fights in this game
もっ
later.
と強くなるぞ。どんな人の思い出なん
Okay,
だろう。
and
どこに行きますか。
yep, I think I just return now.
こんなのどうかな。
Yep, I was right to collect them. Collect fairy stones earlier because I did only get one as I thought.
何を
Okay,
しようかな。
so first let's make a good spirit beast.
お、いい感じかも。
This is why I bought the red poonie balls.
お、いい感じかも。悪くないね。
Wait, I still need to make mana liquid. This is why I need the aqua and why I need the fairy
何を入れ
stones.
よう。お、いい感じかも。 うまくいくかな。
Okay, and while I'm here, I may as well get quantity up +1 because that'll allow me to get more SP. And, of course, I need to get my better Spirit Beast.
どこに行きますか？ここくらいならこれで。
Okay, I don't get on the Spirit Beast right away because there's just a cutscene right here. It happens at whichever entrance you try to go for. So we have to run through these areas and get to certain points and see cutscenes. Also have to collect some vestiges along the way. Some of them. So something I was reminded of while playing 3, because 3 mentions something, wrong thing. The Star Child ends up apparently mentioning that Kirkin Island was designed to fly, or float. Which was something I didn't remember about, and specifically mentioning that island. Okay, so we need to run up here. I should have gotten on the Spirit Beast before grabbing that. I was a little distracted for a second there. Okay, now we go to our next area here. And we have to go through a bunch of cutscenes.
すごい。こいつ多分強い。さあ始めるよ。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
Okay, there we get that
もうちょっ
message.
と何かわかりそうなんだけどな。
Then we have to run to the cutscene trigger over this area. Then we just go through a bunch of cutscenes.
ね。
So we basically talk to her about the different things or whatnot. Okay, and then we get the last vestige right here. Which, right.
どこに行くのさ。わかっちゃったかも。つまりこういうことだね。これだ。あれ？
Honestly, I'm surprised I remember the order for this one.
レシピのような。
Oh yeah, just do the quick button for the Atelier. Yeah, Fee is adorable.
新しいレシピ思いついちゃった。何作っちゃおうかな。さあ、何を入れよう。何入れよっかな。これでどうだ。どこに行くの？ここくらいなら。
This will allow us to complete this area. Just need to get to the final area and get to, I think it's like a mana crystal or something. The things that Fee's absorbing. And this is another unskippable cutscene.
Ryza. あ、フィーが。
Luckily, this one is not as long, so that means I don't have as much time to eat my supper that was just brought to me.
おいおい、
多分
やっぱり。
うん
さて、そう。
そういえば行ける場所が広がったよ。よーし。
Right, this is the reason why there was nothing in town. I always forget about this. Some wings. Anyway, this is the closest I will be to this area that I need for later, so I usually will just run there. Right now, because it's like the perfect time to do it. And I always forget about that scene. And I guess, which leads to me being especially confused when things don't progress, when I somehow manage to skip it.
よーし、行くぞ
I am too used to getting on a spirit beast even in town now, because of 3. Three has ruined me for playing 2.
どこに行こうかな。よーし、行くぞ
So, we're going to get some cutscene here. And it's actually a useful cutscene because it brings me closer to where I want to go. I've never actually speedrun one. Although I did replay it fairly recently. In preparation for 3.
ねえ。
新しい
I
レシピ
can
を
kind of
思いつい
agree
ちゃ
with
った
that. It felt so different after having played this.
何
For
にし
instance,
ようか
Alchemy
な
is actually quite a bit faster in this, it feels like.
何入れ
Like
ようか
the
な。
loops fill up faster.
すごいのできちゃうかも。何入れようかな。どれも
I'll make sure I don't overuse those coconuts, because I do actually need at least maybe 1 for later.
でどこに行こうかな。よ
Okay,
ー
this
し
is why I have Dennis's workshop. Because it is closer to here. Okay, and we've now got another party member. I don't kick her out right away. I wait until we get our next party member before I kick both of them out of the party. So there's a cutscene if I get too close to those minecarts over there. So after this cutscene, I'm never certain if getting on the spirit beast is faster or not for this.
ここには種があるかしら。
So sometimes I get on it, sometimes I don't. Because there's a cutscene just right here. Okay, now we start heading towards the next place. And The next place is the reason why I need a tier 2 axe. Else I can't get needed material for the item we have to create to complete the area. So we need to collect this.
こっちの木は
So we
島
need
で
to
止
beat
め
you
る
up.
こいつ多分強い。何を使おうか。戦況を変えるよ。
If you're really, really lucky,
楽勝楽勝。
you can get a pack of 3 of them in a fight, but it's like really rare, I think. If you're unlucky, you'll just get 1.
多分強い。何を使おうか。一気に行くよ。
Luckily, we did not get just 1.
楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。まだまだ成長途中のようね。ほっ。はっ。はっ。ワクワクするね。
Anyway, jumping up there is
すごい。
usually better
こんなところ
than
があったん
climbing
だ。
up vines. Okay, let's see. Will I make the jump? I will. Yay. Skip climbing 1 set of vines. There's another situation where I'm never sure if it's just faster to run or faster to get in the beast.
何が出るかな。
Now we get the new item to help us progress through this area. I need to put it on immediately. And now we can also collect the memory vestiges in this area.
この敵は危険よ。みんな気をつけて。何を
I think this might be the first enemy where I need to throw
一気に
2.
行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
I was wrong.
どれくらいあるんだろう。すごい。こんなところがあったんだ。
Yep, the infamous rose bombs. I don't know how they messed up the scaler, and I'm even more surprised they didn't fix it, but they fixed the core shard carryover. Oh yeah, it is so nice it can swim in 3, so you just don't get forced off of it. Sadly, the spirit beast in this game is afraid of water. It is slow, but it's still, like, if you just land a little bit in the water and you can get out, instead of having to get out and then get back on it.
あ、なんかわかりそうかも。 届いて届いて
Okay, now we've lit 4 of them. Sadly, there's no way to get past the cutscene. It's basically only there because you don't have all 5 of them lit. And it really, really sucks. I would love to be able to skip it. Yeah, I recently came to realize that too, that I was thinking it might be a hint. I've been a whole hint for the 3rd game. Because it's very possible. And in a way, the star could have been one for this one, because they give the star to Fee. Right, I didn't need to get on the beast there. Okay, we need to kill this one.
この敵は危険よ。みんな気をつけて。何を使おうか。戦況を変えるよ。
Yeah, I think I need to throw 2. Yep.
楽勝楽勝。さあ、早く。もっともっと強くなるぞ。
I believe so. It's whatever effect does scaling based on how low their HP is. It scales really hard, and that's why it does so much. And that probably is the 4th effect, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
そこ。よー。この敵は危険よ。みんな気をつけて。さあ、始めるよ。戦況を変えるよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ、早く。もっともっと強くなるぞ。まだまだ成長。どうして抽象的な情報ばっかり。
Okay, that gives us everything we need for here. Okay.
これは。
Which one is it? There it is.
あ、これでちゃんとつながるかな。
I never have these memorized.
ちょっと太陽に似たものを作ったってこと？
Or at least not all of them
そん
memorized.
なの作れるのかな？
Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't.
そうか、これが真実だったんだ。新しいレシピ思いついちゃった。
Okay, so we have to make that custom flame crystal.
お、いい感じかも。
That's why we needed the tier 2 axe. It was one of the materials for the crystal. Okay.
どこへ向かうつもり？ここはちょっと。
So I always start from the 3rd area because it's actually a lot closer to where we need to put this item. Don't need to crawl through things, jump across with the emerald band or anything like that. Just a straight run with the spirit beast. I'm so used to using that for my map.
ここはちょっと。
Funny part being, the one practice run I did, I think I made less control errors than I've made on this so far. Although that was quite a few days ago. And because we put that custom flame crystal in, the door is open. Formation. Okay, kick out Lent and Sari now. Lent comes all this way to help, and Ryza just says no. Ryza came here, go on adventures with her friends, and decides to do it all by herself. It is. Thanks, Squirrel. Alright, unskippable cutscene again.
パティ怪我？
はい。
しかし。おい、むやみに。
And there's the animation that my wave emote was based off of. He is just too cute.
レント。
私からも。
この前は旅に出てからけど絶だか
もちろん大
バカだなレン。
そうだよ。
お前ら
当然じゃん。私もセリさん？私は何か確かに少なくともあなたたちの探してるものって、そう
まあ遺跡ね。
Okay. Now, I believe it's just a bunch of sleeping to get the cutscenes I need. Moment of rest. First, we have to sleep.
寝ちゃわないようにしないと。
Then we have to go outside. Okay, that's not a cutscene we need. Although we get it anyway.
寝ちゃわないようにしないと。
それで
And that's where my cozy emote is based off of.
ちょっとだけ寝ちゃわないようにしないと。
I just find it so cute that Fee lays on Boss's head like that. Okay, so now we need to
どこへ向かうつもり？よーし
hand in those other 3 demolition bombs we made earlier.
これ
And I think he says something about them being better quality, but they're the exact same quality as earlier. Hello. Wait, no, I don't do any alchemy yet.
ちょっとだけよし休んじゃおう
Also waiting on a specific cutscene because once a certain event is happening,
ちょっとだけ
no
よし
side events can trigger,
休んじゃ
so
おう
I can do my final shopping trip without any interruptions of cutscenes that would be annoying. Here we go. Well, that was the cutscene I needed.
新しいレシピ思いついちゃった
Okay, with that cutscene being active, I can go to the central
よーし
district. And all events are currently disabled. Foamy water from here, because I need better foamy water than the ones I collected earlier in the game.
これではいまたどうぞ
And then I need to buy sapling branches here.
おはようござい
They're right.
こっちはいまた来てくださいどこに
Hill tree. I need Zettel. Okay, Zettel's up here.
どこに入れよう
That's
か
why I
な
bought the paper earlier and why I need the mushrooms.
さあ何を入れよう何入れようかな新しいものができちゃいそうさあ何を入れよう何入れようかな
That in.
おいい感じかも
Oh, I can make 4 element?
いい感じさすが私
Traveler's water orb. Okay, and then make the mystic star water.
入れる場所はさあ何を入れよ
Only
う
put 2 in there.
すごいのできちゃうかも
Okay.
何作っちゃおうかな すごいのできちゃうかも
Really wish the Arcanite was 5 element.
おいい感じかも
3.
すごいのできちゃうかもおいい感じかも何入れよう
And
か
throw
な
in a Genesis stone there.
さあ何を入れよういい感じさすが私
Okay, we're done with our skill tree. Need to grab you and the one above it.
What 何作っちゃおうかな
Yeah, it's right here. Okay, this is why I need the sapling branches.
さあ
This is why I
何
need
を入れよ
fuel
う
coconut.
すごいのできちゃうかもじゃーんこんな感じかな
Okay.
ね
Do I?
どこに行
Yep,
く
I
の
do.
さ
I can
よ
head here
ー
now.
し行くぞ
Yeah, the alchemy systems are a big part of why I love these games.
どこへ向かうつもり
So, remember how I said earlier we have to run through this area again later?
敵が出たら俺に任せろよ
This is one of those
全部やっ
times.
つけてやるからな
Worst part is, the recipe we need to progress from this area, we don't get until we've run through this area once. We have to run through it again once we make the item. Okay.
そこ
I really just like how much I have to run through here. Like, genuinely, they should have made that little cathedral at the end into a fast travel point. Because it's another area you enter.
どこに
Although it depends on the trilogy. I think Arlen's is mostly similar to each other.
思いついちゃった
But Dusk changes a lot. But Dusk was...
何作っちゃおうかな
Dusk started out very, very
何入れよう
basic.
かなどれにしようかな
Yes. There hasn't been English VA since... Is it
で
Sophie or Furus? I don't
何
remember.
にしようかな何入れよっかな何入れよっかなやったできた
おう、どこに
Okay,
行く
now that we have those items.
ここならのんびり
やっぱ大勢で賑やかに冒険するのが一番楽しいな。
そこ
Okay. This is the final time we need to run through here, at least. And then we get to go to our next area. Which does have some annoying things happen, too. And sadly, we have to go through the water.
ここ
The spirit beast has to go away. My goodness, this area is so bright right now. Oh, they outsourced their localization?
草花の香りが濃いな。頭が痛くなりそうだ。
I'm kind of surprised Koei wouldn't have an in-house localization. Oh my goodness, I'm actually surprised I didn't accidentally get into that fight. That fight is actually annoying because I think it gives just enough XP that can ruin my the perfect routing that works out. That is the experience that you get in
ワ
this
ク
game.
ワクするね
Because level 50 opens up a tutorial. Has a tutorial pop up for fatal drives. And there's a good time for you to get it where it doesn't cause any issues because it comes alongside another cutscene. And there are some bad places that if you get it, you can end up getting into the fight. And because I'm Ryza alone, I have to kill it. And then I hit level 50, the tutorial will cause it to respawn, potentially on top of me.
絶対にさあ始めるよ一気に行くよ
Oops. Whoops. Should have done more. Okay, attack me again. Oh no, attack me again, please. I need to perfect guard these.
さあ 始めるよ。戦況を
Yeah, I
変える
need
よ。
3 of these for this, I think. Or not.
何を使おうか。
Okay, I'm just messing this
一
fight
気
up,
に行
aren't
くよ。
I? I guess I do need to throw crystal in at least 2. I guess that's why I messed up. I didn't throw crystal.
楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと
That's what I get for not doing my usual and just throwing everything.
ザクザク。
こういう材料
Okay, I
につい
need
て
2 of
は
that.
少し詳しいんだ。現地調達できる治療手段だからな。
いける場所が広がったよ。
Now we need to go back to the first area. Because the game put us away from what? The last item we need. And we actually have to run all the way back through here to go get it. It's mildly annoying. Also, you can technically skip these vines, but yeah, it's not easy. And like, you don't gain much time from being able to jump up there. Because it's such a small climb anyway. Okay, here's the last item. Okay, now we need to go get the memory vestiges. And it's actually faster to go this way to get this one. Ah! Getting caught on terrain.
おう、どこに？
ここはちょっと。
There's another one
でっけえ
close
植
to the
物の中に
entrance.
いるみたいな変な感じがしてくるぜ。
こいつ多分強い。さあ始めるよ。
Wonder what element it's disabling.
楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
Okay, so now we've gotten
Oh,
everything
ど
there.
こに？
ここはちょっと。
Now we have to get everything in this area. This area has a lot of memory vestiges. Since they pile the rest of them into this one area, whereas the previous area only had 2. This area has, what, 5 things I need to collect? One of them is the red one, though, so don't actually manually collect that, it's cutscene. Also sucks I have to see cutscenes at 3 of these I need to collect. Anyway, let's go beat up this shade.
多分強い。何を使おうか。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
Then we get a cutscene here. And oh boy, look! More vines!
分強い。何を使おうか。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
You can make that jump there, but I've never done it. And this is one of the parts where I would love it if the Spirit Beast would actually stay around in the water. But sadly, it does not.
こいつ多分強い。
Okay, this is a fight that I know I can do without the ice
一
bomb.
気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
So,
どこに行くの？
you're probably wondering, why am I not
よーし
doing
行くぞ。
the runes fragment thing? Because it's better to wait until I can do 2 areas at the same
Oh.
time.
どこに行く？
よーし行くぞ。
Because right now, I'm heading to the next area. And that's why we needed 2 of these saplings. Because you need one to get here as well. Okay, now we just have to run through a few areas here. Not much else to really do here besides that. Although the loading zones in this area are kind of bad. Some of them you need to kind of shift around. That cutscene, though, is actually kind of nice because it actually brings you further through this area. So this is one of the areas that makes me hate the Spirit Beast sometimes because the little jank with its jumps when you're up against a wall sometimes. Okay, now we're in Dragonbone Valley.
進んで餌になってるみたいで複雑な気持ちかも。
And so we have to go and collect all our things to activate the compass yet again. This is another spot where I'm not sure if it's faster to get the beast or not.
何が出るかな。
Oh boy, more vines. This still isn't the last of them. And I believe this is like the last of the vines I climb. No wait, it isn't. There's actually some at the end of Mirage Land. Dang it. And interestingly enough, I think the only...
さあ
no. It was... Ryza alone started out as kind of a thing. It's because I could do it. But there's one specific fight where it's actually kind of useful.
楽勝楽勝さあ早くもっともっと
because
強
of
くな
the
るぞ
annoying effects that the enemies... The legendary effects the enemies can end up with can make them immune to magic. But the Crystal Ice Bomb gets rid of that immunity. Oh no. Oh no.
行ける場所が広がったよ
Might be better just to go to the Atelier and sleep. So, you do not ever want to go through that area at nighttime. Because at nighttime, there are 2 dragons on each of the bridges, instead of just 1 during the day. Now I'm curious what threw off my
休
time.
んじゃおうどこに行こうかなここはちょっと
So this dragon here is incredibly hard to get past to the extent that I'm not even sure it is possible.
何を使おうか戦況を変えるよ楽勝楽勝さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ
And there's going to be a scene right here. If you know how to move, the only enemy that's kind of tight is the one I just fought. Everything else you can squeeze by, especially if you have the Spirit Beast to kind of scare them away, because enemies are afraid of the Spirit Beast. Like, I think every enemy in this game will run from them. Unlike Ryza 3, where there are actually some random quests where the enemies will actually come at you even if you're on it. I squeeze Y? Okay, good. Three is a lot of fun. Like, I absolutely loved it. Although it was definitely missing some useful UI stuff in battle and outside of battle. Like this game, you have a clock, so you know what time it is. Ryza 3 doesn't tell you what time it is. Okay, so occasionally getting the item from these pots can be really annoying because that shark will just come right through the wall at you.
腹壊した時に何度助けられたことか。
Okay. So it looks like we're probably good on my XP. Because we're about to go to the fight where I want to hit 50 at. Because I get the compass activation cutscene here anyway, and this enemy does not respawn.
さあ始めるよ一気に行くよ楽勝楽勝さあ早くもっともっと
So this is like the ideal time to get this Fatal Drive tutorial. Now we have to go get the memories. Yet again.
こいつ多分強い
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
何を使おうか一気に行くよ
Like the Ryza games are definitely my favorite trilogy.
楽勝
Like
楽勝
I love the Alchemy.
早くもっともっと強くなるぞ
I love the improvements they made when it went to 2. Because I actually like the whole individual character core shard stuff and core crystal stuff rather than the shared one from 1. Oh boy, a walking section. Because that's literally all I can do here. Only way to speed it up is if I get any decent lag jumps. Which aren't super likely on my laptop. I get better lag jumps on my desktop than I do my laptop. Guess what we do now? We walk all the way back down. Too bad the boots aren't worth making in this, because they just take way too much SP to get to. And I think you might need a number of runes fragments to even unlock it, too. Yeah, probably. Either way, it's more runes fragments than I need to ever touch. Because throughout this whole game, we do 6? Okay, let's get this oversized chicken.
さあ始めるよ。戦況を変えるよ。
Yeah, you probably get it for the probably get 2 extras for SP, I'm guessing?
さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
Or do they provide something else useful? That I'm not remembering. Even bigger oversized chicken.
こいつ多分強い。さあ始めるよ。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ。
おう、どこに行く？
Yeah,
ここは
Valley
ちょ
Edge.
っと
お宝をと思ったが、ここ自体がお宝みたいだな。
Now we have to go beat up one more oversized chicken.
こいつ多分強い。
Huh.
さあ始めるよ。
I didn't know that, because when I was routing New Game Plus, the only one I thought that felt kind of efficient was the one I was able to get in main catacombs, but that might have also been because I wanted to get my core modification as soon as possible. Okay. So here,
どこに行こうか。
no, I didn't want
つ
to
い
do
に
that.
な準備っと。
Now I finally put them together.
あ、わかった。顎のところだけ。どうしてあんなに砕けてるんだ
Let's
ろ
see.
う。
No, it's here. And
あ、これなら意味が通るかも。こ
oh
れ
wait,
は
then back here.
魔法は竜から教わったもの。なんかちょっと納得
Okay, this
だ
gets
わ。
us the recipe we need to complete this area, which I hope I do not forget to turn it in, because you have to actually walk to the cutscene that it's for. Or else you lose like over a minute of time.
この青白い粉
We're getting it.
炭とは違う。何の粉だろう。白く輝く神木の加護？
Is this one?
木が
Then
生
is
き
this
て
one.
るってこと？
Okay, let's go make those items now. So this is one of the reasons I do them both at the same time, so I get one recipe cutscene. Poke the fee!
何作っちゃおうかな。
Right, I just go to the bottom.
どこに入れようかな。さあ、何を入れよう。うまく
Since I don't need any more SP, I just complete them as soon as I can.
何作っちゃおうかな。さあ、何を入れよう。さあ、何を入れよう。いい感じ。さすが私。いや。
Okay, so first I will go to complete the Mirage Land.
どこへ向かうつもり？ここはちょっと危ないかも。
Oh goodness, I almost ran into that. Okay, we use the Awakening Incense right here. And that allows us to progress to the final section of this area. Okay, I don't want to get right back on the beast because I'm going to be landing in water anyway soon. And these should be the final vines we ever need to climb this run. I wish there was a way to avoid all the vines in this game because they are a pain to have to climb them. Okay, time to take out this boss.
絶対にマスさあ始めるよ。一気に行くよ。楽勝楽勝。さあ早く進もうっと。
Also, well, I didn't mention, part of why I also like having only Ryza in the party is only one level up screen every level up. Instead of 4 for having a full party of characters together.
行ける場所が広がったよ。
Okay, now we go
ここ
to
は
here,
ちょっと危ない
but
か
it
も。
might not be a good time.
ね
Correct.
えどこに行くのさ。
ここくらいなら平気じゃないかな。すぐ。
I'll
どこ
just
に行こうか
travel
な。
around
ここ
until...
はちょっと。
Because you never want to go through this place at night, ever. Nighttime bad.
みんな気をつけて。
I am so certain there's no way to get
何を使おうか。
past these
一気に行くよ。
when you're on the Spirit Beast. You can do it as just Ryza, I know that much. Like, I don't get to a high enough level where they will just run from me, so they'd probably turn on me anyway.
強くなるぞ。
And I'd get into battle with them. Anyway, now we need to take the dragon blood to the dragon's heart, or whatever it's called. Okay, run away from me. There we go. Okay, so we walk over to here. Well, I can't grapple over those because I can't make red all crystal connection. That requires the essences feature to gain access to. Which I don't unlock at all. Because honestly, if I could grapple across, I would. But my emerald band isn't good enough for it. Yep. It's one of the few reds in the game. Don't know exactly how many there are. Luckily, actually playing through and completing the game only requires yellow. And that's only required for like the one emerald band spot in the final dungeon. Only time it's required to have yellow or higher. Okay, we're coming up on our next boss in a second. This boss, early in my early on in my routing, working through all this, I actually had a whole different set of items for him. Because this boss would not die to a full set of rose bombs at the time. But I've since improved my setup to where rose bombs are perfectly fine here. Basically, I didn't have completely best available traits. I didn't know what affected items and what didn't. This boss also has more HP than the final boss, by the way. Okay, now we get to go to the final dungeon. And guess where it is? Honestly, we're about to come up to the hardest fight in this run. It's the only fight that I ever have a chance of dying to. Although I don't think I've ever died to it in an actual run before. I've come close multiple times when things didn't go right. No, because there's no game over here. I just get taken back to the Atelier. And there's autosaves anyway. Oh, this is a good layout. This should hit all of them with the Crystal Ice Bomb. So that was the ideal layout. Because the Crystal Ice Bomb only hits in an area. And because the way Ryza game's set up, you don't really get to see that area visually. So it was a lot of guessing and figuring it out to be able to get it right. And even then, like, I only get it absolutely perfect under the right circumstances, like the layout we just saw for them. I know exactly where I will be when that layout is right, because it's all based on where Ryza's positioned compared to the enemies. So if she's positioned just right, I am absolutely perfect to go with that fight. Although I think some legendary effects on them can throw it off slightly, because there are legendary effects that increase their speed. That makes I think that can make a fairly significant difference on how fast they actually move on me.
何が出るかな
And I need all 3 of them around me. I kind of wish I knew visually the area that area bombs cover. Because that would be really nice to know. I mean, we have to run through here just to find out it is blocked. Then we have to return to the Atelier. And if you're paying attention, close attention earlier, you notice I favorited the Awakening Incense. This is why.
すごいのできちゃうかも。
おう、どこに行く？
ここは
Although that can be easy to miss just setting up that star. Yeah, all monsters run away from the Spirit Beast. Slightly different in Ryza 3, although it's very inconsistent which ones will and which ones won't. And it's only specifically, I think it's only enemies from random quests that might not run from you and will actually come at you. I don't think anything that is wandering the world
ここはちょ
will
っと
do it.
こいつ
I walked right into that too.
さあ始めるよ
I don't know what element they're immuning.
楽勝楽勝さあ早くもっともっと強くなるぞ
Okay, now for most part, we're just running to the end as fast as possible. Although there is one more cutscene before the boss cutscene. I will say, I love how the Ryza trilogy was handled, because when you start looking back at the first 2 games, you realize how much in 3 was being basically set up in the first 2 games. Like, I'd argue it's probably what I consider one of the best handled trilogies with how the characters and everything are handled too. Like, Gus did really well with this trilogy. Especially 3. Okay, final boss. And time will be very sudden, because I end up spamming through all the things after the fight finishes, and it ends upon the screen going black
こ
after
の
the
世界
fight.
でいいよ何を使おうか戦況を変えるよ
And boss is dead. This boss has 2 phases, but you can skip the second phase completely.
さあ早くもっ
Time. So that was Ryza 2 New Game
勝
Plus
ったのか？
on Legendary. Wow, I even got underestimate. I'm actually kind of surprised since I ran back for that barrel. Especially the characters who did nothing in the fight. Ryza just threw some bombs and everyone's exhausted. Anyway, so you can easily find me on anything. Because I'm on like social media, stuff like that. I'm mostly running Ryza 3 right now. Although, Xenoblade's about to get its third, the final DLC, so I might be playing that soon. If people want to watch that. But yeah. So thank you very much for having me. Next, you'll be seeing Ryza 3, which I think is the perfect game to end this marathon off with. Because it's going to be a fun time.
まさかまたこんなのと戦うなんて。
Yeah, I think whenever you're ready.